In this first look video, we are going to be checking out NeetoCal, which is a Calendly alternative. So if you can imagine all of the features of Calendly for free, or if you have to go to the paid version, a fraction of the cost of Calendly. Okay, so in a lot of cases, this is going to be a free solution for folks. But again, if you need for some reason to go to the pro version, which literally just removes the Neeto branding, then if you choose that route, it's a fraction of the cost of Calendly. Neeto, which is the company behind this, is a partner of InfluenceWP, and they are offering exclusive deals for their solutions. So go to influencewp.com/deals. I also want to point out that we are running a massive giveaway for NeetoCal this coming week. So pay attention for that. We're going to be giving away a ton of free licenses. It's a free giveaway. So if you want to get into the pro version that removes the Neeto branding, then enter that giveaway. Huge value when you compare it to what you would pay Calendly for Calendly. Okay. Before we dive any further into this website of Neeto's and their product page I've got pulled up, as well as just running through the actual product screens, and maybe we'll even try to embed this on a website. We'll see. Allow me to do a quick bit of housekeeping. First look videos cover solutions we have no prior experience with. They show vendors how new users experience their product and services for the very first time. They show users our experience, installing, setting up the solution, using the service for the very first time. We give our best practice recommendations if something comes up, and we can offer those. That type of thing, just helping. Showing users through our eyes how we experience a product or service and any help that we can offer. These videos are unedited. We click record and publish whatever comes out. These are not official tutorials, although they contain tutorial aspects. These videos will contain no affiliate links, and we are not sponsored. We're not paid in any way to create these videos. If you would like videos like this or other types of videos created for your business, it's very easy to become a partner of InfluenceWP for free for life. Just go to influencewp.com/partners. Alrighty, let's dive in and poke around the website here. So go to neeto.com. That's neeto.com. And then you can poke around and look for NeetoCal, or just go to neeto.com/NeetoCal. And let's go ahead and roll through this page pretty quickly here. Again, Calendly alternative. So if you're out there, you're paying again for Calendly and those premium features, I would highly recommend you look at NeetoCal. I've seen it completely in action. I've just never implemented it. I've never done all of the settings. Hence the reason we're doing a first look video here, right? Okay. A lot of it here is a similar speak to Calendly, right? And one of the things I'll mention too that comes to mind is Neeto, they're not saying that Calendly is a bad product. Part of their philosophy is saying we like these products that we are creating alternatives to. It's just our team needed solutions in-house because they have a very large team. So rather than paying those huge costs to use Calendly, for example, all throughout their organization, they created alternatives, their own version of it. So it's in most cases, it's all of the same features, or maybe a high subset of the features, but it's a massive savings, especially when you have a team and you think of NeetoCal versus Calendly. Okay, so if you're wondering, like, why are the prices so low, read their pricing philosophy, and you will quickly understand what they're trying to do. It's pretty special stuff. It's not to say that because it's low cost that it's has very minimal features. That is far from the case. All right, we see all the integrations here. Here's that pricing done right. Check out their pricing philosophy. It's very refreshing to read. Check it out. Looks like they have a Slack community. Let's go down here. Thought there was okay, we'll go ahead and go on down here. See if there's anything I want to point out. Let's check out support. Check out their help articles. They've got let's check out the comparison analysis, pricing comparison. We'll go really quick through this stuff. I'm not going to keep you long on these. What else? Blog community tools. See all their products here. You can reach them on Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube. And I think that's Dribble. Yeah, off the top of my head here. Okay, let's check out some of the stuff. Support. They drop a nice direct email address right there. They've got a help center. Let's click on that. Okay, so tons of documentation here. That's awesome to see. Very nicely documented. I'm going to pull that up or pull that over to my other screen in case I need to reference it. So this is an important page here. Compare NeetoCal. So if you look here in their free plan, right? All the things that they're providing that Calendly is not in their free plan. Zoho bookings in their free plan are not. Cal.com and their free plan are not. So that's awesome stuff. But like I said, let's go to the pricing real quick here. Yeah, so it's free and has unlimited meeting links, unlimited bookings, unlimited team members. The only reason that you need to pay is if you want to remove the Neeto branding. That's it, right? I mean, how amazing is that? Imagine having Calendly features for free, essentially. I mean, that's what it is, right? Okay, so let's get off that. Let's go to, oh, this is cool. Compare NeetoCal pricing with Cal.com and Calendly. So this is really neat. So let's say you needed all of these features here. Let's say you didn't care about the branding. So let's say you go up all the way up to, they have a team of 100 users, I think I saw on a podcast. So Neeto's team is 100 people. Look at the cost. Free versus this. That's crazy. Now, if you need to remove the branding, even then, look at the cost difference. Let's say you have a 10-person team. This is crazy savings. And if you follow me on Twitter, and you'll see some other people that are starting to really catch on. I talk about Neeto all the time. People are starting to catch on, and it's branching out, and people are seeing. They're talking about their teams specifically and how they're reducing their bills significantly. Okay. All right. Go ahead and pull myself off the screen here. I think we've hyped Neeto enough. They are doing some amazing stuff. Can't speak more highly of them. Again, they're a partner, right? They're not paying me to do these videos. There's no affiliate link. They don't even have an affiliate program. So none of that's going on here. It's just, stating the facts. And one of the facts is that I just really love what their products and their philosophy and what they're doing. So here we are in my dashboard for Neeto. I currently use Neeto Record, and it's a time thing. If I had more time, I would dive into all of this stuff. I can't wait to dive into all this stuff. But right now I am using Neeto Record of theirs, and I'm actually using that to record this video, which is a Loom alternative. Again, discount exclusive discount on the InfluenceWP website for this. But now I'm going to dive in for the very first time and look at NeetoCal. Okay, so from your dashboard, so you can sign into Neeto as we see here, and you have just a really cool, like a launch pad. Okay, so you come in here, let's go ahead and click on NeetoCal. And we will see here on the bottom left, if I hover over my little icon there, you'll see that's product switcher. So that's another way you can poke around and see what's going on, how to quickly jump between your products. Okay. So I'm going to open NeetoCal. So this is more of like your account dashboard. So now I'm going to open the actual product here. And again, down here under your icon, hover over it, and you can switch products. Use that product switcher. Shows here that I'm just under the free plan for NeetoCal. And here we go. Let's go ahead here. I've got this partner meeting in here. I think their team just created that for me when I was testing it to do a test. So let's go ahead and just delete that, and we'll create our own. Okay, cool. Let's look down here on the left and see what else we can see. So we see our plan. We have that product launcher switcher. You can adjust your profile. Again, if you're in a team, maybe that's more important is you can adjust your workspace, keyboard shortcuts, help articles, chat with support. Very cool stuff. And a direct link to their help docs. Okay, so scheduling links, we have none. Bookings, we have none because we haven't published a scheduling link yet. Any messages that you're going to get from folks will show up here. You can set your availabilities. We're just going to roll with the default here, but you can adjust this, obviously. You can edit everything in here, your time zone, everything. Everything is very granular in here. I can tell already. That's pretty sweet. Routing forms. What are routing forms? That's a good question. Let's see what that is. Routing form allows you to set up a form with conditional logic linked to your list of scheduling links. Based on the response provided by the client, they will be directed to the scheduling link that satisfies the specified conditions. That is super, super cool. I haven't used Calendly in years. I have used Book Like a Boss, which I still use in some cases. I use cal.com currently, but I'm going to be looking at diving in more heavily into this in my own time and seeing what all this can do. And it's possible. It would be nice if I just, everything is now housed in this. It's not to say that there's anything bad about Book Like a Boss. I love that stuff. Or Cal, really love Cal too. But it's just about consolidating your tools and simplifying things where you can, right? So I'll be looking at that in my own time. But also check out those tools, Book Like a Boss and cal.com. Very cool stuff. Just depends on your needs and what you are going for. Okay, so that's routing forms. I can already in my head, my gears are turning on what can be done with that. Contracts. There are no contracts to show. I meant to say what I was alluding to with the Calendly thing and not using it for years. I don't know if this stuff is in Calendly, so I can't really speak to that. But if you use Calendly, you likely will know. So NeetoCal offers users the capability to create contracts and request signatures from clients. You can maintain a comprehensive record of events spanning from the initial contract sent for signature to its ultimate signing by the client. We have established an integration with DocuSeal, provider specializing in signature validation documentation proof. Okay, that is super cool. I don't know if I'm assuming there's no separate cost and they just have a deal worked out. Let's go ahead and try to add a new contract. Okay, so you can upload new contract, create contracts and request signatures from clients. Choose file or drag it here. What am I choosing? Allowed file types are PDF. Oh, I see. So you have your contract already created and then you upload it here. Okay, I see. Then it goes and it integrates with this DocuSeal. Got it. Okay. I got it. So they say we have established an integration. Okay. Does that mean it's free? To initiate the add a contract, users are prompted to upload a PDF or Word document. Subsequently, they are directed to the contract builder interface where they, okay. So let's try to do something here. Let's do Word. I wasn't planning on going this deep in here, but I kind of really want to check this out live here. So let's do, I'm gonna just create a stupid simple contract. It's not even a contract. I'm gonna save this to my downloads folder so we can get it. Go up. Sorry guys, almost there. All right, save. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back to our contracts. Let's upload this Word doc here. Okay, let's save changes. We've got our document. I just literally put the title contract in there. Necessary fields are not added for all signing parties. Please add at least one field like signature, name. Okay. So it's under settings. So select the scheduling when this contract should be with which this, oh, that is cool. Email notifications. Super, super cool. Okay. Let's go back to build. Let's add a, where's that? Let's add a signature. Okay. Is that in there? Draw a field on the document. Oh, that's cool. That is cool. All right, let's do initials. So like initials and signature, I'm just making stuff up here. Checkbox, so maybe like terms, you want to agree to terms. Where was that at? Checkbox. So you could drop this here and say, oops, is there text? Let's see, text field. Okay, I see what they're saying there. You could do a stamp. Wow, this is super cool. I'm gonna have to really dive into this. That's cool. Anyway, bottom line is you can do things with contracts here. So we've added all of our fields. We go to settings. Maybe we can do this later. There are no contracts to show. Okay. Do I need to do something? Necessary fields are not added for all signing parties. Please add at least one field like signature, name. Host. Okay. Okay. We're going to get out of this. I'm fumbling here, but it's probably something I'm doing. It's probably super easy, but we'll just, that you can create upload your contracts and then do things with them and then route them. Select the scheduling links with which this contract should be sent. The contract will be sent to the host and client for signature when a meeting is booked for the first time by the client. Okay, that is super, super cool. I think you get the idea here, and then we can set up a custom email notification. All right, let's get out of that. Let's go back to, because we don't have the other stuff set up, and I'm guessing we have to have some other stuff set up, like our scheduling links and whatnot. Routing forms, let's go ahead and let's create one just to poke around real quick. My routing form, continue. Okay, you can ask questions. So let's say, do you only want free booking options? And then we could say yes. And then we could say no. Say it's required and save our changes and continue. Select the scheduling links. Yeah, so we probably should have set that up first. We don't have any scheduling links. Let's go ahead and do that now, since everything seems to be hinging on that, right? So scheduling links. Okay, let's just so we can do one-on-one, round robin, or multi-host. Let's go one-on-one. Yeah, that's fine. Meeting with me. I'll just change it to IWP. Meeting with IWP. We can put some text in here in the meeting description if we want. We can allow the client to select the duration of their meeting. Okay, that's cool. We're going to go ahead and just make this 15 minutes. You can obviously do a custom option here, but we're going to go 15 minutes. And over here on the right, we kind of see this building, right? So this is who the meeting is with. It's a one-on-one. It's 15 minutes. And then here's the branding. If you need this removed, that's the only reason you would need to pay for the pro version. Okay, so it just depends on your needs. All right, so let's go create. So we did the what. Where's the where? Here's the where. Wow, super powerful stuff. Okay, all the typical stuff that you're used to seeing, especially if you use Calendly, right? Is setting your buffers for your calendar, notifications, all of that stuff, lead time, start time increments, all that stuff you're used to. We've got some integrations in here. It looks like it defaults to something called Jitsi. Obviously, adjust this as you want. And they've got some documents here to help through all of this. Jitsi. Let's see what Jitsi is. Using Jitsi for video conferencing is an easy and requires no additional setup. If you had any okay. Not familiar with Jitsi, but if I trust them, if they chose them as a default, then all good. But you can do Zoom, Microsoft Teams, Google Meet, all that stuff, typical stuff. And then over here again, on the right-hand side, we start to see this being built. So we'll go with the default here. Can't click anything. Let's go here. Okay. So it looks like it wants you to adjust something. I just don't know what that is. Let's do lead time of 2 hours and save that. Oh, it's because I didn't change anything. I'm an idiot. 4 hours. Okay. But stay on this page, save our changes. There we go. Okay. Host. All right. So we can adjust the host. You can see like where, like if you have a team, this would really come into play. And we'll here we've got the availability set. You can add new availability. Let's go ahead over to theme. Okay, I want to match this. This already matches the IWP theme, so we're good. But if you like maybe a darker mode, you can come over here and do that. All kinds of themes built into this. Blue wave, let's try that. All right, that's fun. All right, so let's go over to, let's see if we can adjust this. Here we go, actions. Can we adjust this even further? Clone it, set as a global theme. Okay, that's cool. What's this? Add new theme. Oh, cool. So I could dial this in with IWP's exact colors. IWP, set our primary, and all this stuff, and then we see it building over here. And then if you want that to apply across everything, you can set it as a global theme. Super cool. Okay, let's go to settings. Whoa. Okay, lots going on here. You can ask questions from the client. We're not going to dive into all these. We'll be here all day. You can ask questions of the client, accept payments. That's awesome because I need that personally because some of the things that I do require me to hook into like Stripe, for example, to take payments for certain bookings, like doing audits and performance optimizations, the different services that I have. You can set up split payments, reoccurring meetings, adjust your cancellation, rescheduling, and refunds, reminders, limits, webhooks, configure email notifications, configure a thank you page, set up buffer times, override calendar preferences, taxes, required approval. Whoa, there's a lot going on in here. Okay, so I'll let you guys poke around in there. Again, it's free. Get into the free if you want to. Don't pay for the pro right away. And to remove that branding, get in here and you'll have access to all this and tinker around. But just know like it's fully featured, obviously. All right. Share your meeting. You can copy a link here, embed on a web page, which we're going to do. You get a QR code. Very cool stuff. All right. That is that. So let's go back to Cal here. We now have our scheduling link in there. Obviously, you can add more scheduling links. We have no bookings. Let's go back over to our routing forms. Let's edit our routing form. And here we go. So we asked this question, do you only want free booking options? And if they say yes, we want to route them to our scheduling links that are paid, right? Continue here. Select the scheduling links you want this routing form to consider. Yep. So we want to include that scheduling link that we just made as part of the decision process. And then we set up our logic, set routing logic based on answers. So meeting with IWP, set your answers for the meeting with WP. Do you only want free booking options? Okay, so let's say this meeting with IWP, that link is free. So we would just set the conditional logic for that. So if they say no, or yes, let's say they say yes, then that's going to be a condition, right? So if they want the free options, then that booking link is going to be qualified because it's free. All right, submit. And then you can embed this on a page, it looks like, or copy the link. So let's go ahead and view this. So they come here, okay? Do you only want free booking options? If they say no, we only have two things here to choose. So let's say yes. When I hit submit, it's going to pull up that meeting link, right? This one right here. You get the idea. So I'm trying to think here how we could do another one really quick. You know what? Let's do this. Let's go back over to home. Let's go scheduling links. Let's just do another one. We'll go through this one really fast. One-on-one. Yep. Let's try something fun. Let's do 30 minutes on this. Let's just try to blow through all of this as fast as we can. So we're doing 30 minutes. Yep. Okay. Go back here. So now we have that link. Let's go to our routing forms. Let's change this up a bit. Let's change our question to how long? Let's do this. What is the max meeting time you can handle? All right, let's clear these options. I don't even know if this is going to work. Let's do 15 and 60. So the first scheduling link we did was 15 minutes. This other one, we're trying 60. So let's do that. Continue routing logic. Okay. What is the max meeting times you can handle? So if they say 15 minutes, that's the answer. That one's going to show up. Right? Select anyone around to consider. What's the, okay, so that's that one. Okay, so now when they say, if they answer that question, so let's go ahead and submit that. Let's look at this on a page again. So now if I say 15, it should only go here. Yeah, okay, so let's go back. Oops, let's go back. What is the max time you can handle is 60. We should get that, our other one. No meetings satisfy, okay, because we need to address the logic. So let's go back and build. Let's add another question. Let's do drop down. Are you looking for free? Let's do this a different way. Booking options only. Yes. We'll go back to our original. Just for the purpose of this video, just so we can get through this particular part. Are you looking for free booking options only? Yes. Okay. Okay. If they answer yes to that, then we're going to have this one show up. Okay. Go back to our build. We'll ask another question. Drop down. Are you willing to pay for a meeting? For this one, again, yes and no. Okay. For that question, let's go ahead and go over to the logic. And where did we? There we go. So I think we need to add some more links here. Select scheduling links. Oh, here we go. There. Okay. So there's our two. We're going to do this. Let's go back to our scheduling links. Let's rename this to free, and then we're going to rename the other one to paid. Okay, now let's go to our routing forms. Routing form, they're going to ask a question. Are you looking for free booking options only? Okay. Are you willing to pay for a meeting? I threw out something really quick. Just don't judge me on it. Continue. Okay. Looking at the answers again. Are you looking for free booking options only? Yes. Okay. And if they answer yes, then where do we do the answer? Let's try the paid one. Go to paid, edit. Are you willing to pay for a meeting? Yes. Okay. Save changes. So those are the meeting names. Oh, I see. You got to answer both of them potentially. Okay, so free. Are you looking? So that's going to show up. Okay, so then this one would be no. So edit and then no. Yes. This one would be yes, and this one would be no. This one would be reversed. Are you looking for a free meeting? Yes, this one would show up, and then that one would not show up. So you reverse them, right? Okay. It's too early for me to think about this complex stuff. All right, now let's go back to the page, refresh. So here is our routing form. Obviously, you're going to have different questions. Are you looking for free booking options only? Yes. Submit. Then the free one's going to come up. Are you willing to pay for a meeting? Yes. The paid's going to come up. Then you keep building that conditional logic. This is super exciting. Like I've got some really cool ideas for this. Super, super exciting stuff. Okay. You get the idea. Let's go ahead and continue on. We've got our scheduling links. Let's embed this on a page. Let's just do this free one here. Let's edit this one. Let's go to the Where tab. And can we embed from here? Nope. Host. Nope. Settings. Share. There we go. Embed. So I'm going to click on embed on a web page. Oh, wow. Okay, we got a bunch of other options. Inline embed, floating pop-up via element click, size of the window, and so on and so forth. Lots of stuff. I'm just going to go ahead and click copy here to copy this. And we'll go over to our test website over here. Let's go to pages. Let's create a page called booking. Let's drop in, let's do an HTML block. Let's paste in our embed code. Let's publish this page. Let's view this page on the front end. There we go. We now have our embedded booking. Super, super cool. And obviously you would want to adjust this to make sure it looks good on all devices and all that sort of stuff. You can adjust some things here. You can also get into the this is the HTML it's going to output. So you can adjust this manually if you need to. So over here in the HTML side of things, get in here and adjust if you need to. Just don't break anything. But again, you have different options here for how this is going to be added to your site. So someone books, and then let's go over here. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can book something really quick. Test. So I'm on my other screen. I'm just putting in some stuff. See if we can do this. Submit. Your meeting is confirmed. Okay, so then this comes back. This was after I filled in the information. You're going to get this page back, and you'll get an email. I'm assuming. Let's also look here in Cal. Sorry, not Cal. Old habits die hard. NeetoCal. Let's go to bookings. There we go. We've got our bookings set up. Upcoming. Here we go. Here we go. We can send messages. We can add notes. We can reschedule. We can cancel. We can request to reschedule, resend confirmation. We can just get rid of it altogether. Super, super cool stuff. So we have all bookings and my bookings. So if you're under a team scenario, you could sort that. Messages. Let's see if I can send a message. Yo, you are late for this meeting. Send. Okay, let's go ahead and go under messages here. There we go. Super, super cool. We can go into that. Let's say that this came from the actual client. You can, let's say the client initiated the message like, hey, you're going to show up. And you're like, yes, running late. Send. You have this conversation going on here, which is very, very cool. Okay. We covered messages. We covered everything, I think. Contracts. We'll have to dive in further into the contracts. That's a whole separate little thing there. Team members. Add a new team member. Set their role. All kinds of, oh, wow. We've got a really fine-grained role management system. Oh man, there's a lot in here. So this is the admin panel. Let's see how we got here. Admin panel. There we go. Um, holy smokes. Intro pages, roles, audit logs, search engine indexing, custom domain. I want to set that up. I will set that up. API keys, start of the day, week, hour format, billing and subscription, lock time zone, meeting limits, meeting reminders, meeting notifications, discount codes, templates, split payment, workflows, all these integrations, payment integrations, video integrations, other integrations, Zapier, however you say that, Slack, Google Analytics. Guys, this thing is massive and it's potentially free. If you're not checking this out and you're just sticking with Calendly, I would have to challenge you as why. So again, NeetoCal by Neeto, they are a partner of InfluenceWP. There's exclusive deals if you do want to go to the pro version. And this week, this upcoming week, there's a massive giveaway. So especially if you are a team, if you have a team, get into that giveaway. It's absolutely free. Imagine getting the pro version of Calendly for free. All right, guys, check it out. And hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.